Hey everybody, it's Ricky Rolando here, back with Dream Journal number 13, I believe, and I'm going to call this one A Starry Night, like the Van Gogh painting. Anyways, what happens in this dream is I'm with a friend, and we're like somewhere, I don't know where we're at, we're like at a park or somewhere, we're somewhere outside though, and it's nighttime, and we're just having a normal conversation, and this is a friend of mine who I've known for a long time, so me and him talk about like pretty much anything, kind of like brothers or something. And yeah, so we're just talking, and I'm talking to him, and all of a sudden there's like a falling star that goes behind him, just really fast and really faint. And I was like, oh cool, I just saw a falling star. And then he kind of like looks back to acknowledge it, but like obviously it's gone at this point already. And so I don't know, I just thought it was kind of cool. And then I was like, okay, cool, like I saw a shooting star. And I think it's kind of cool because pretty much every night that I go outside and I stare at the stars, like intentionally, like wanting to look at them just to see how pretty they are, I see at least one meteorite or shooting star or falling star, or whatever you want to call them. I'm pretty sure they're all just meteorites. But either ways, so yeah, I thought it was kind of cool. And then later on in the dream, it's like the same thing, except I think this time I'm in the car with my girlfriend and we're driving. I live right next to this bank, and right next to the bank there's a wing place. It's called Wing Daddies. So I'm driving past this bank and past this Wing Daddies, and in my town where those places are, it's like a busy road. So this is a main road. It's not like a busy one, but it's a main road, and there's usually some cars on it day or night. If it's late enough at night, it might be pretty dead, but otherwise there's pretty much always someone on it. And anyways, I'm on this busy road passing by Wing Daddies, and there's another falling star, but this one's like way brighter, and you could see it burning in the sky like a comet or something. I never actually seen a comet, but if I had seen a comet, or if I could compare it to a comet based on pictures and stuff that I've seen, it looked like a comet. It was like really bright, and it moved fast like a meteorite though, so it was only in the sky for like a second, maybe 2 seconds at the most, which is a long time for a meteorite. And yeah, it was just really bright and like yellow, and you could see like a trail following it, a trail of brightness of burning dust that just kind of stayed burning past it. And it was just really pretty and really cool, and I thought it was awesome. So in this dream I was like, whoa, that was badass, because I've only seen 1 or 2 meteorites that were that bright and they were that spectacular when they fell to the earth and burned in the atmosphere. So yeah, it was just cool. And then I just remember in the moment I saw it, I heard this guy I know from college, and he played on my soccer team for a while back in the day, so whenever I was 16, 17, maybe a little older than that. And this guy and his brother played on my soccer team, and for some reason I heard him at the Wing Daddies while I was in my car. I had my windows down, and I heard him talking to somebody out loud as I was passing by the Wing Daddies and watching this meteorite happen. So his voice just popped in like randomly, and I'm like, why is his voice in this dream, but he's not with me or anything? Like, it was just random. He's just there for no reason, but I recognized it as him, which I thought was weird. And then he was at the Wing Daddies, not with me or anything. I didn't even see him, I just heard him, but I could tell it was his voice for sure. So then that was just kind of weird. But then the weirder thing was that when the meteorite fell, you could smell it. It was like it burned so much into so much product. Like, I don't know what meteorites burn into, but whatever it burned into had a sulfury smell of firework. It smelled like there, but it was like kind of metallic, really kind of like a firework. So it was more metallic and chemically sulfury, metallic, like smoky smell. It was just weird, and I don't really know how to describe it. The only word I could use to describe it, if I had to use one word, was it smelled like stardust. So stardust would be the one word I'd use to describe its smell. I don't know what stardust smells like. I've never had a perfume called stardust or a cologne or whatever. But if I had to imagine what stardust smelled like, just if that's a word, then that's what it smelled like. And obviously whatever fell out of the sky in the dream or in real life, it wouldn't have been a star. It would have been a meteor, or meteorite, I mean. But either way, that's beside the point, because it smelled, and that was weird to me because it fell out of the sky and you could smell it, and it didn't fall like out of the sky right next to me, like it fell out of the sky in the atmosphere. So it's just like weird. and then it burned up before it hit the ground. But yeah, so there's that part of the dream, and then that's all I really remember of that. So I'll try to keep the rest of this kind of short, but basically all that happened is I work at this restaurant. It's a Thai restaurant, and we have these big old pots of rice, and you cook. I don't know how much rice it is. It's a lot of rice. Probably fills a good 20-30 cups full of rice. And so I make the rice pretty often there because I'm a dishwasher and I'm by the sink, so I just fill up the rice and rinse it out and put it in the rice maker. And yeah, and then the rice maker does the rest of the job. But once the rice is ready, we have another pot that keeps the rice warm. So we move the ready rice into the warming pot, and then it stays warm, and we can serve it from that pot. So I never really changed the rice. I did today for the first time, but I never really change out the rice. It's always somebody else. And in this particular dream, for some reason, I was changing out the rice. Today was the first day I ever actually changed out the rice, and that was because I'm starting to be a cook instead of a dishwasher. But anyways, so this rice was getting switched, and if you add too much water to the rice when you cook it, it gets all clumpy, and it makes like these weird, like, moldable, almost like clay feeling clumps of rice that, like, there's no individual grains. They're all just mashed together. It looks like nasty mashed potatoes, and they taste even worse, and they're not good. So it's bad when we make the rice like that. And for some reason, there was a bunch of rice that was like that in this rice maker, and I was like, what the heck? And I was like all embarrassed because I had made the rice, and I was realizing like I fucked up this rice, and it's ruined, it's bad. And I was expecting like my coworkers to talk crap because every time the rice is too soggy, whether it's me or somebody else who makes it, they point it out and they're like, oh, this rice is nasty. And it's usually if somebody else makes it. I don't know if I made it bad or not because they never pointed it out to me. But one time somebody else made it and it was all clumpy like that. And they're like, oh, man, that guy screwed up the rice. And they were kind of hating on him like behind his back. And I thought it was kind of funny, but at the same time, like, real, because that rice does get fucked up if you add too much water. And it really does make it not good to eat. It just tastes gross. It doesn't have the texture of rice. It's not good. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you guys liked this dream journal. I hope you guys have liked the ones in the past. I hope you guys are liking my other videos, my music, whatever else. If you guys have anything you want me to do for you, just let me know. Drop a comment, message me on Facebook or Instagram or something. All that stuff's down in the description. You guys can check out all of my other stuff. But anyways, thanks for watching. Have a great night. Have a great day whenever you guys are watching this. Peace.